Hello and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. Compared to some other games I've played on this channel, I am a noob at Hearts of Iron 4. So what I'm going to ask is that as I do this playthrough, I'm going to play Democratic Brazil, which ideally should be an easy playthrough to help the Allies win. I'm going to ask that the community comments and tells me what I'm doing wrong and what I need to learn about this game. And I hope in doing that I can get better at it, enjoy more of my single player playthroughs, and also help some other people who are learning this game for the first time and might want to get a little better at it themselves. Hope you enjoy the series. So we are here on the 24th of August, 1939, and World War II has just kicked off in Europe for real. The Germans have declared war on Poland. We can see those attacks starting to take place. And we have the beginnings of our Brazilian army training up all along the coast. I've got two templates I'm using right now. The basic infantry helmet here is a 20 width infantry division, actually 21. If you look at the template, it's a 9-1 artillery with support engineer and artillery. And then the bear paw is a 42 width infantry with 4 artillery units, the rest infantry and the same engineer and support. In the past, I've used recon a lot just because I liked the idea of it. I've done some more reading lately on the game, and it seems like recon really doesn't make that much of a difference, so I'm moving away from using recon. I'm leaning heavily into my engineers and artillery. I've always been a big fan of artillery, use a lot of that in this game, so I'm trying to build my divisions around that. For my navy, I've got 11 subs here, not much, but it'll do to patrol, and then my regular fleet, I of course have the Brazilian starting fleet, with, I think it has 2 light cruisers, 2 battleships, and some destroyers. I have built 2 new light cruisers since then, a slightly upgraded model, and I'm getting ready to build some destroyers as soon as this light cruiser finishes building. Pretty basic other than that. I'm on infantry equipment 1 right now. I'm probably going to upgrade to 2 soon, building support equipment, building my towed artillery. That's really going to be the mainstay of my forces. Need to continue building that because we'll need more of it. And then just starting out fighter production. This is a really basic fighter that I've got with just the 4 light machine guns, engines 1, and I'm researching upgrades to both of those modules right now. I'm definitely not an expert at Navy. I honestly end up playing a lot of games where I don't use it much, which is a shame because I love to play the US. And I get frustrated with the Navy aspect of the game a lot. Especially with some just complexities around getting my templates set. I have trouble with that sometimes, and it makes that part of the game less fun. But I'm trying to learn more about it, trying to see what I'm doing wrong. And it looks like we had a big encirclement for Poland right there. It doesn't look like they will hold out long. Now, the goal of this run, I want to, first off, I want to get better at the game. So anything that you have, if you know the game better than me, which I assume a lot of you do. I've got about 500 hours in this game since it came out, which if you follow this game at all online, those are rookie numbers. And I play pretty much exclusively single player, just kind of, having fun, doing whatever interesting runs I can find. Really not too heavily into the meta, but I'm trying to learn more about that, get better at it, so I can push up difficulties, do more difficult achievements, and some of the other challenges in the game. So yeah, if you see anything I'm doing wrong, anything I should be doing better, drop a comment, let me know. I really appreciate that, and I will call it out in the next video. And my goal is that I'll learn a lot, and then hopefully the audience can learn some too, for those of you who are watching and aren't as experienced with this game. Because it is a really fun game. I really enjoy playing it. There's nothing else like it on the market that leans so heavily into the economic and production aspect of World War II. And I'm looking at the Navy Command traits we can pick up here. And I think I'm going to go with efficient community. No, I think that might be better with bigger fleets because it's positioning. I'm going to go close combat because we're going to have a lot of torpedoes, screens, smaller ships. Seems like that would be the most helpful. My logistics is a little needy right now. I am building trains. I have 1 factory building trains, though it looks like I might actually end up needing more. I'm just getting these divisions trained up. I want them to hit that top readiness level. And let's see, I did go through the focus. Let me show you the focus tree real quick. I did go, of course, all the way down right to extra research slot. That was the first thing I rushed. Then went over to Liberty and did some of these to let me send the expeditionary forces, and then picked out a couple of Army, Aviation, and Navy focuses to get my production started there. Now I have my free civilian factories. Let's see, it's 1939, which is really, I don't know, in my opinion, is the borderline for when you want to even be building civilian factories. I'll throw 2 more up just to make sure I have what I need. And we've got a lot of civilian factories in use. You know why that is? Because I completely forgot that we had the one event when switching over to democracy. That was a big part of where our political power went, is getting a democratic government switched up so we could join the Allies easier. I had that event where they opposed rearmament, and it threw us back to partial mobilization. So we got all of our friends joining the Allies now. Let's see if we can join. Let's see what the UK thinks of this. Yeah, so we can go ahead and join. So we don't need any, we don't need to worry about volunteers right now. We got the call to arms, so we are now at war. We have our one measly fighter wing, who I'm actually going to send to northern France. They are super weak, but they're a carrier wing with 30 planes. I don't plan on building carrier planes, so I don't have a use for them. I'm just going to send them, see if we can get some experience out of it at least. And maybe shoot down some Germans. Who knows? Might get lucky. Definitely need to start upgrading our artillery. We're a little behind in that aspect. And we do have the troops we can send. I want to see if we can maybe start to hold some of northern France. Let's see if we have a field commander we can promote. Let's actually send this general out because he's more experienced. I guess there's some merit in sending someone fresh too. We'll see. So Luxembourg has checked out. And let's send this general, see if he can help hold northern France. We'll just do a quick line right here. I wonder why that didn't carry over. Oh, because it's a little chunk of Belgium there. That will at least get our troops moving in the right direction. And let's move our ships to the English Channel. We'll see what we can do here. We'll assign them to that region. Wait for them to actually get there, first off. For Officer Corps, we can assign one more. We've got Air Combat Training and Naval Air Defense. I'm not going to spend my political power on that just yet. I'm going to kick up the mobilization when I get the chance. So let's see, looks like we've got our troops moving. We are in the water, and the first of our guys are going across to northern France. I think I'm going to go doctrine effort next. It's probably where I need to go to keep my army strong. Let's upgrade our engineers. Since we already have them in use, that'll be a kind of a quick way to make sure we've got them being used well. Now we're joining some other allied air forces here in northern France. I'm not seeing any action so far. They just have support planes. So I'm not sure if they're not actually operational right now. But we are part of that Air Force there. They're giving us some convoys. Interesting. But I'm never going to be mad about getting Lend-Lease. We could keep working on our destroyers, but I think I'm actually going to... It's a tough call between upgrading my planes or starting tanks. Now with tanks... Oh, it's actually 1939 and I haven't done any of the industrial techs yet. I'm definitely going to do that. I try to stay on top of the industrial techs, just because they help everything else. gonna look at this, just go with the mandatory ones first, get those out of the way, so I can see what I've got in place, and then look at the optional slots. So here we've got another one. Let's go anti-sub. I think that would be helpful for us, especially as we'll be probably not in, full-scale convoy or full-scale fleet-on-fleet battles, but spending more time protecting convoys. I'm going to go war economy here because total mobilization hinders your production a little bit, and I don't want to do that. Where are my troops at? Okay, so almost everyone has left Brazil, so I guess that's a good start. And then we've got some who are getting closer to the front lines. Now, this is looking a little dicey. I am worried about France collapsing and my troops getting stuck there. That's happened before. I think one of my favorite runs to do before, and you can tell by this that I'm really not that good at the game, was to play as Canada and see if I could get enough troops into France to keep it from falling. So they do have a breakthrough here. They've got a ton of infantry divisions just pushing back the French. Hopefully this French tank division coming up to reinforce can do enough to help hold them off, but we'll see. So we've got another cruiser here. I'll send that over to join. Let's make this maybe a strike force in this region, so they'll hop out and do battle if we end up finding an enemy fleet, and we'll have our submarines raid. We already have a... oh, we got some convoys being sunk by the Italians. Not what I wanted to see. But we have our troops arriving on the front lines, so that's good. It's 21 width, so from what I've read, not that I quite understand it, that should be a good defensive template at least. There we go, we actually managed to sink a submarine. We've got some French ships helping escort our convoys here, and hopefully that prevents us from getting sunk. Why are we... I never turned off training. That was really stupid of me. I'll set a battle plan, because that ideally should help give you a planning bonus, even if you're not actually going to use it. We'll get everyone assigned to that plan. And there we go, another new unit here. If I can stabilize this front, I might send in my really heavy divisions, those 42 width divisions. But we'll see if we can hold with these more defensive-minded divisions first. So it looks like we're holding. Let's see how these battle results look. And they look pretty good from a manpower and losses perspective. We lost a couple, but not a ton. Equipment lost, we knocked out a bunch of theirs. We've lost a lot. Well, really by attrition. And really by training. So that was just a dumb move on my part. How are my plane reserves doing? I've got 10 fighters. Not that that will do much, but I'll at least get that air wing created, and we can start producing there. Other than that, I think my production looks pretty solid. I don't think we're really short on much. Let's see how the research is looking. Now I should be able to build an upgraded plane. It didn't light up. Thought I had improved. Maybe I didn't research improved yet. But we can at least upgrade this to heavy machine guns. That is just a pure bonus there. And we can upgrade the engine. So this Mark 1 is going to be a better fighter overall. And as we get the rest of these military factories built eventually, we'll get more fighters built. They're really pushing into France. So I'm gonna plan to see if I can counterattack and at least keep them busy. Maybe push them back a little bit. I was hoping with the divisions I sent over that it would free up some British and French divisions to move around and maybe hold. I'm not brave enough to send everybody just yet. They're at least taking a beating. We're wearing them down. And we are still at volunteer only. We haven't moved up to limited conscription yet. So we've got a lot more manpower that we can pull out. Thought I gave you guys a mission. Oh, are you the fighter one? Oh, okay. I was in France looking at a different fighter wing than I had selected. That's what it was. I'd like to start building some close air support. I just don't have the factories for it right now. Here we go. So it looks like our subs are doing okay. I don't think we've taken any losses. Let's automatically split off to repair. And hopefully we can take out some more convoys here. We're getting some experience from those subs as well. Now with dispersed and integrated artillery, we use both, but I've got a lot of dispersed in my attack division template, so I'm going to go with that one. In the war so far, the Germans have lost 556,000 versus a little bit of everybody. But it looks like they're getting the worst of it. How's North Africa looking? It's tempting to fight in North Africa, but I think I would just get crushed on supplies. Wonder if I could go with like a logistics template. Let's see. If for some of the next research, we went with a logistics company, we'd reduce fuel usage, reduce supply usage. And with both of those and a lighter template, it might be worth it to try it. Send just a couple companies out, or a couple divisions. Just playing too much Great War Western Front with everything being a company there. Then moving over to playing some Victoria 3 where most things are battalions now. Got to keep it straight what my main unit of organization is. There we go. We got our main battle fleet going out and taking on the German fleet. It's very good we had British help because I don't think that would go well if it was just us. Now I've got one of those civilian factories built, which means we've got one extra civilian factory to start working on our next military factory. I'm not going to slow up building infantry equipment because I know when we get into really heavy combat, we can burn through that stockpile quick. We've only got 300 extra support equipment right now, a little less than 500 extra artillery, and that could go quick when you're in the middle of a major offensive. It looks like our part of the line's holding up well. But we are in a tough spot where it looks like we're rotating guys in and out of the front, and they're just getting beat on by these German offensives. We're getting pushed back a little bit. It would be nice if we could hold a spot long enough to actually dig in. Doesn't look like we can right now. There we go. I was hoping we can retake this. Uh-oh. Everyone to... yeah. I'm going to retreat them all to England. See if any of them can get back and escape. I don't want everyone to be trapped there. I'm going to go with aircrew surveys to reduce my accidents. When you have as few planes as I do, that's going to be a major problem. How many divisions are actually making it across? Might just be 2. These guys are fighting valiantly, but they're not going to make it. So we had 3 divisions survive out of the 8 I sent to France. Those are some losses. And I really need to upgrade my main infantry weapons too, because I think we're behind on research there. Once I get this engineer company upgrade knocked out, I'll do that one next. See how far behind are we? Oh, really far behind. We got 2 upgrades to get there. Soviets declared on Finland. So Vichy France is now controlling North Africa. Our fleet's doing well in the North Sea. Let's see, why we fight. We can get 10 extra stability there. So I'm going to go down and work on that focus, even though the, what's it called? The volunteer divisions isn't helpful for us. I want to get to the next one for the stability bonus. So we've got 270,000 manpower. Not bad at all. I'm going to build a couple more divisions. I want more planes for sure. And I want to start looking at adding tanks to my divisions. And the reason I want to do that is to increase the hardness of my divisions. And so we can get that nice bonus of the enemy not being able to penetrate our armor. Got a lot of air experience here, but I just don't have the things researched to make the most of it. Once we get advanced machine tools, I want to get the next small airframe upgrade. But with my industry as small as it is, it's not worth it. I can't, even if I have it researched, I can't really produce it. So we've got some big divisions that are suited well for combat in, the mainland of Europe. But with the real lack of supply availability in a lot of North Africa, I don't know if my big divisions are suited for that. Let's see. We can upgrade our artillery next. Work on construction. I think the construction upgrade's worth it here. So let's see. Maybe try a naval invasion here. Try to hit behind their lines and take a port. I could try to develop a Marine Corps for that. And maybe it would be worth fighting in the Mediterranean. Could send my Navy down that way. These guys are somehow still alive. How's my actual fighter corps doing? 20 planes. Not good. They're sending me convoys, which I'm not mad about. Just odd. I don't think I need more convoys. So we can just burn some political power, turn that into extra civilian factories. I don't think I need that right now. My fighters should have been up there countering those naval bombers. Where were they? All 6 of them. Yeah, we'll get that why we fight focus going. Now, there's not a lot of troops on the British mainland. This could, if they can somehow pull off Sea Lion, which I don't know if I've seen AI Germany pull off Sea Lion. But if they could, it would get bad for the Brits quick. I don't think I could send troops fast enough to reinforce. Is Greece part of the Allies yet? No. Wonder if I could send these guys to Albania. Could try sending a couple of my big divisions into Albania too. What else can I build? I've got the Air Force Command. Just looking through what these are. Gonna go with heroes. Maybe get some aces. And I'm gonna send my navy now into the Mediterranean. We're going to send you to Alexandria. Did I only assign 2 divisions there? Yeah, I should have assigned all 5. That can get a little tricky. So we'll have you guys be a strike force yet again. And we'll do some convoy raiding with the subs. I've read multiple times how naval battles actually work, and I'm yet to understand it. There's a lot going on. Is this a friendly naval invasion? It looks like it. It looks like that's a British invasion force. I don't know where this third... Okay, they're still moving. I was worried we lost them at sea somewhere. So now we've got more military factories set up. We're actually running out of construction slots. I'm going to get this guy in place so we can get some cheaper doctrines. And with that, we should have more planes being built. Good. We can use fighters. With the bonus that air superiority gives, you can always use fighters. Maybe when this division gets in place, we can use them to help with the offensive. There we go. Crossing a river here, but we've got engineer companies, which makes it less of a problem. I'm just going to assign everybody in all of my templates to that one garrison army I've got in Brazil, and then just assign them elsewhere as needed. How far away are my other divisions? They're in the Mediterranean. Not bad. Let's make sure we have automatic reinforcement. I actually need to change up the template here. Just get a ton of destroyers. Not that I'll ever actually have that many. No one's too beat up here. All right, we're good. If we can kick them out of Albania, that would be good. Just to hand the Axis a loss would be nice. Eliminate some divisions here that get encircled. Here we go. Here's the big boy division. They must have a lot of troops here to be holding off against this force. We can upgrade a lot of artillery here. I think that's where I want to send that next factory. Ooh, extra research slot because we hit 50. 50 civilian total factories, that is. Let's get one more division pushing on that attack to make sure we finish it off. How big is our army now? 300,000. Not bad. And let's get everybody attacking here and finish this off. There we go. Saw the little helmets pop up. Their divisions are surrendering, breaking. Taking out some Italian convoys. We've got a naval battle going on here. We have... I saw some Romanian flags pop up. Romanian destroyers against my cruisers and destroyers with 2 of my battleships. The bad thing here is we have enemy naval bombers. I don't want to see my battleships get hit by a naval bomber. That would be a naval bummer. But we sunk basically the entire Romanian navy there. So I'll take it. And then continuing to do more damage to Italian shipping. So we got 46 planes now. Starting to build up a respectable single air wing. I wonder if they're still going to attack Greece. That's what I'm curious about. I'm going to redeploy to Alexandria, Cairo region, because it looks like we're out of supply in Albania. I don't want to sit there and take attrition. Anything we want to do on this side? First, let's look at our laws. That one's set. I think export focus is probably the one to do here. We send more resource to market, but we get bonuses in construction research speed. I think that's more valuable to me right now. We are really running out of places to build stuff. I need to get that next economy tech researched so that... Oh, there it is. We'll get more factories in a state. We need that so we can keep building. Norway just capitulated. And I'm going to put this on artillery for now, but we're really going to need it for small arms once we get that upgrade researched. We got a lot of troops to upgrade with that. With how low the supplies are here, I don't want to send my troops. That would just be sitting there using more supplies. Let's start down the path of tanks. We've got our next research slot almost ready. Might throw that one at planes. There we go. Now we have an encirclement by the Brits, and they're going to crush the Italians in North Africa. So the British are actually doing well here. I just think the Axis is going to be really strong on the mainland. They've got all their allies, crushed the French pretty quickly. Can actually go up to the next one without too much of a penalty. Or we can go to our improved small airframe. I think I'll go with that one for now. One convoy. Haven't lost any ships yet. I know now that I said that, I just doomed sailors to their deaths. But it's impressive that so far we haven't. Let's see. We're not losing any war support, so we don't need to build war support. We need stability. I think the next thing to really start looking at is invading the mainland. Getting back into France and taking the fight to Germany. Or we could invade Italy. I don't know how our naval... we've actually got pretty solid naval superiority over this part of the Mediterranean here. We've got some ships that are helping out with it, and of course the British Navy as well. And then what's our next tech over here? We could upgrade our artillery. We've got our weapons being upgraded. Could go logistics. I don't honestly know what initiative is. The quicker can reinforce and get its planning done. I don't really use that one, honestly, because I don't know what it does. But logistics could be good for us. We're going to be around Italy for a while, probably, maybe in North Africa, where supplies are on the light side. And then once we get into mainland Europe, it's going to be a fight for supplies with all of the other allied nations that are there. Do I not have any units training? Okay, there we go. How do my supplies look? We got 17,000 infantry equipment, 1.4 thousand artillery. There we go. We got infantry equipment 2 now. Let's get that producing. So let's start producing that. And we'll go with the support weapons upgrade just to give our guys a little bonus without having to commit more industrial capacity to it. Our subs are really doing a number on the Italians. Let's see, how bad are we on supply here? Not good. Where are my planes? I wonder if I can actually make a difference with my Air Force here. How bad does this actually look? They've got us outnumbered pretty solidly. Does it say what kind? Just Italian and Hungarian fighters. I'd bet that British fighters are superior to Italian and Hungarian. So it's probably evenly matched. Need some more steel. Get that from our friends in the US. We are very slowly upgrading all of our infantry equipment. We start sending some more factories that direction. And here we're not close enough to make a difference, so I'll have to actually go over to Tripoli and start flying from there. We're flying air superiority, so we should be taking on their fighters, their bombers. Yugoslavia joined the Allies, so this could be a place where we utilize our troops. Let's see, do I want to risk it? The Yugoslavians look stretched really thin. If I send these guys in there, they might be goners. Maybe we can hold the north. We'll try it. I'm fine playing a little aggressive here. So these ships are gaining quite a bit of experience. No kills listed for my subs, but quite a few for my other ships. 2 kills for this cruiser. Mostly Romanian destroyers, though. Nothing big. I'm wondering if I should be training more units yet, or if that's premature. Here we go. Now we've got some extra building slots to play with. And I'll keep using those for military factories. We'll definitely need them once we get tanks ready. How does my stability look? I could really use more. I'd be very happy with more. 51 just feels thin to me. Feels like it could be a problem quickly. But we're building up our infantry equipment, modernizing that and our artillery. How's our research pipeline look? We're working on the small airframe and tanks. So we'll need those military factories for when we plan to start building tanks. We've lost 95,000 troops to the Germans. They've lost 75,000 to us. How's our expedition into Yugoslavia going? Bad. It is going bad. Alright. They're already crumbling. I'm not going to rescue it. Let's pull back to Egypt again before I lose my troops. And we have... What did we lose here? Transport? Yikes. I'm just hoping everybody can make it out of Yugoslavia. We're taking some losses here, losing convoys. This is looking rough. Yeah, we lost 2 more divisions that way. Oh, because Yugoslavia just crumbled. King Carol abdicates. It was like 40,000 casualties we took there. Surprised we're not losing war support due to casualties yet. Let's train these guys up again, since we have some newer divisions there that are still inexperienced. Could also create an intelligence agency. Let's try it. Greece joins the Allies. This could be a place where my divisions would have been helpful if I didn't get them destroyed in Yugoslavia for no reason. So I'll send my 3 divisions over to that Italian front. How did we lose Albania? And they lost a bunch of experience there. Must be with the casualties we took. Where's my fleet? So there we go. Now we've got our troops landing in the Epirus region. That's just a small convoy battle. I'm going to counterattack here. Nope, not going to work. Let's see if I can get this unit over before they make it. Nope. So here they are punching right through Greece. Like I really hoped they wouldn't. And what is my last division doing down here? That is not where you should be. So we are stuck on Corfu with no way out. With 1 division probably just about lost there. So far the ground war is not going well for me. I'll take the stability advisor. I probably should have done that sooner. So we do have our intelligence agency now. That'll give us an operative. And I think just from us having an intelligence agency and being part of the faction, that will give the Brits an extra operative too. Here he is recovering. And I'll send him right back in to help hold Agarino. Hopefully with a solid division there, we can help hold this sector. Maybe a little time to dig in. But probably not enough to make a difference. It's going to be a tough fight in Greece. I don't think we're going to make it. So what can we do here? Yeah, we're going to take the subs rating. As far as Navy goes, could always use a little more, a few more ships. see. Enemy operative extraction rate. Didn't even mean to click there. Just misclicked. But that's what we've got now. So where should we send that operative? I'm guessing just Germany would be good because then we can use that as a base for anything else we want to do there. I will take this mechanized offensive one because what else are we going to do with that experience? It's 1941 now, so we can start working on those economy techs. Slow down, check these out. How are we doing in Greece here? Maybe we've got him at a bit of a choke point, and we could hold out there. I'm going to do armor, because we're going to try to upgrade our tank forces here. And how does my equipment situation actually look? Got a lot of artillery, decent amount of infantry equipment, good amount of support equipment. I think we're okay there. And we're actually caught up on planes now. So I'm going to just send that extra factory to infantry equipment, try to catch up there. I'm going to do armor because I want to have just one quite heavily armored medium tank, and that's going to be just for the purpose of adding armor to the division, making them take some heart attacks that hopefully the enemy can't pierce. Let's upgrade our plane engines. And now we can design a new plane here. So Bulgaria just joined the war. That's pretty bad for us. Wonder if I can get 2 heavy machine guns on it, how that would look with the upgraded 500. 500 kilometers per hour is not bad. It's not ideal, but it's a pretty heavy fighter. Let's change that picture. I don't like that one. Let's go with this one. Still generic, but it looks better than the old one. And we'll start getting those upgraded. Now, where did I even put that air wing? We'll throw them up here. Start to help defend the skies over Greece. Our air defense is lower, but we have better agility and speed. We've lost 18 fighters already. 23 fighters. What are we losing to? Air battle. This is terrible. Are we just that outnumbered? Yeah, wow. Our kill ratio is horrific here. So I'm going to switch to interception. Actually, I'm going to pull back to Egypt and train these guys. Because if they're rookies here, they're just going to get shredded. I'm not going to waste my planes like that. I do have better planes on the way, though. We'll get there. So what's next for this? For my divisions, probably should improve my artillery. And I've got the experience for it, so let's check out a medium tank here. Now, I've heard a lot about flamethrower tanks. I don't know. I don't know if I want to commit to making a separate company and everything just for flamethrower tanks. See, we already have a radio there. I like the secondary machine gun turret. I think it doesn't really do much, adds to production cost, but gives us extra soft attack. And then special modules, I'm going to do sloped armor. The dozer blade's interesting. I don't want to... I'll add the smoke launchers for some extra defense and breakthrough. Negate some hits against my tanks. Let's see. Maybe do a Christie suspension to give us a little extra speed. Got that naval alert going in my ear. Just move away from that. Pick a nice looking picture. And that'll be our medium tank. What's going on here? Is it just this attack in Tripoli here? So I think we're holding out pretty well in Greece. They're going to have a hard time breaking through anywhere. Right there. Can I build a naval base here? I think just one naval base here would be a big advantage to help hold on. So we are rebuilding our fighter squadron here. They're training up, getting back up to that, is it veteran or experienced, whatever it is, that third experience level. And of course, we are rebuilding our army back in Brazil as well. How many troops are we up to in the field? 330,000? Really not that impressive. Don't need more war support. How are we doing here? Taking out more convoys. Good. Wonder how we ended up with a naval invasion here. It's interesting. How's the air war shaking out? There we go. We finished that national focus for our armor. That'll be good for the next upgrade we do. So we could do CAS effort next, because I do plan to work on some close air support aircraft when I have the capacity actually set up for it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll create a variant of the 42 width infantry and add a tank to it. For that heart attack bonus. Pick a symbol here. Go with the sword. Let's go with the wolf. Stick with an animal theme here. And then add that medium tank. And to get the combat width back down, I'll remove an infantry battalion. Oh, and we can add logistics now too. So there we go. We've got the that new template set up. I think I just lost my first ship. So we will upgrade these guys to the new template. They need 50 tanks. We only have 13 available, but we'll get them. We'll get them there. It's really just these two regular 20 width infantry that are absorbing the bulk of the assaults from the Germans right now. So we've got an armor upgrade for our tanks. We could upgrade to the 1940 mediums. That'll be a good upgrade for us. And how is my fighter training going? Good. So we're slowly but surely improving our production capacity. Do need some more steel here. So let's get that traded with the US. Trading with the US just because I know they'll be a friend, not a foe. If I've got to give factories to somebody, I'm going to give them to somebody who's more likely to give me Lend-Lease later on. So I think with us barely clinging on in Greece, having lost a few battles in the Balkans, in Germany, or in France, I think here's as good a place as any to call it for the first episode. Thanks again for watching. Oh, and we are just kicking off Barbarossa, so that will be a fun place for us to pick up next episode. Again, please drop comments. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I want to learn how to be better at this game. I want other viewers to see it too, and we can all enjoy playing Hearts of Iron 4. Thanks again for watching, and have a good one.